Here's Boardwalk Empire, Season 1, Episode 12, the Return to Normalcy episode. And basically, what we're learning here is that, let's just go backwards here, because Agent Van Alden, is the total lost soul of the season. So you got the agent, who you assume at the beginning is the one who has the soul and basically has the conviction, has the ideals and the moral fiber. He's the one at the end of the whole season who totally has lost his soul. Well, the other characters are kind of like, they're still floating around. So basically, the character you thought was going to be the soul of the show becomes the one who doesn't have any soul at the end of it. So it's kind of cool the way they do it. But in the end, talking about all the factions and all the kind of conflicts that's going on in this whole kind of prohibition scandal, criminal enterprise thing, Nucky wins because he has relationships with the politicians, and that's where it all begins and ends. The one who has the relationships with the politicians is the one who wins, because the politicians, generally speaking, have the most power. So basically, Rothstein needs Nucky because of the Blackstock scandal because it's like he's had more scandals, but because it's baseball and because it's like the number one sport and because it gets the most media attention, he needs to basically nip this in the bud, and he knows that basically Nucky is the one to do it. So then you can see that basically if you form factions, it gets a lot of money. So but we also learned the whole season is that Nucky is the brilliant communicator, because he has the ability to leave emotion and handle his sins at the same time. He leaves emotion and handles his sins at the same time. Remind you of Tony Soprano, anyone? This show is very much a continuation of Soprano. Soprano's very much it's a period piece, a lot of interesting costumes, very cinematic, very direction is kind of amazing, a lot of interesting characters. You can tell this show can go on for 10 years, so the whole Prohibition era. You can do it year by year, and you kind of know that. And like I said, it's kind of cool to have all the characters, because you're having origin stories of Al Capone, you're having the ending of Arnold Rothstein, and you're having this fictionist character in a city that basically, it was the Vegas of its time in many ways. It's got a lot of sin. It's got a lot of power. It's a cool little show. I'm enjoying it. I enjoyed revisiting it. I can't wait for season 2. That's my review.